These days, I have made a mission to prioritize eating more protein, less carbs, and more nutrient-dense meals. This Moi-Moi recipe I'm about to show you how to make ticks off all of those boxes. It is high in protein, easy to make, and very delicious as well. So let's get right into it. For this recipe, you'd obviously be needing some washed beans, minced meat, some raw eggs, hard-boiled eggs, some tatashe, some shombo. All of these are just fresh peppers, some garlic and onions, seasoning cubes, and salt to taste. I'm also using some crayfish powder. As always, the full ingredient list is in the description box down below, so be sure to check it out there, okay? Now, to begin making this high-protein moi-moi recipe, place the pot on medium heat and then drizzle some power or pure vegetable oil in the pot. Grab the minced meat and then place it in the pot. Season it lightly with some salt and then begin crumbling it up immediately. Stir fry it continuously for about 5 to 6 minutes or until it has lost all of its pinkness. Afterwards, season with some curry powder, some seasoning cube powder, paprika powder, and some salt. Also add some water to help cook the meat through and then mix everything together to combine. Cover this up and allow it to cook on low heat for about 8 to 10 minutes. All you want to do is just merely soften up the meat, okay? Before we go on to the next step, I just want to remind you that registration for the August edition of our 7-day detox cleanse is currently ongoing. You can join us and get access to over 25 healthy and delicious recipes, including the calorie counts for all of these recipes, a comprehensive shopping list, a detox guide, follow along exercise videos, and you'd also have exclusive access to join the membership group, plus so much more benefits. If you're interested in joining, just click the link in the description box down below and join us today, okay? After cooking up the meat, take it off the heat and set it off to the side to cool down completely. Meanwhile, in a blender, add the washed beans, the tatashe, also known as chili red bell pepper, some shombo, garlic, onions, 2 raw eggs, and half of the cooked minced meat, some crayfish, seasoning powder, and some salt, along with some water as well. Now blend this up until it is very smooth, and then a lot of air has been incorporated into the batter as well. I always like to perform a double blending method by first blending it and then stopping the blender and starting the blender again to blend for another 30 to 45 seconds so that a lot of air would be incorporated into the batter. This is how you achieve very fluffy moi-moi, okay? Now when this is all blended, pour the blended beans in a bowl, then add the remaining minced meat and then gently fold it in. I've also sliced up the hard-boiled eggs, and then I have washed my moi-moi leaves as well. I'm adding the hard-boiled egg chunks in each of the moi-moi wraps. After wrapping, just place this in the pot that already has some boiling water in it with the leaf of the moi-moi and the stalk as the base. Then cover and leave to cook until it is nice and tender. This should take anywhere between 20 to 25 to 30 minutes depending on the quantity of moi-moi that you're cooking. Now, if you don't have moi-moi leaves, you can also go ahead and use ramekin dishes or moi-moi dishes. Just place them in a pot on medium heat, add some water, and then fill up the ramekin dishes with the moi-moi batter. You can top it with some hard-boiled eggs and more of that minced meat, okay? Afterwards, cover this with some foil wrap just so that the steam can be trapped well in the pot. Then proceed to place the lid of the pot just so that it's a lot more firmer. Allow this to cook for about 20 to 25 minutes, and when the moi-moi is done cooking, you take it off the heat. All that's left now will be for you to serve this on a plate. Guess what, guys? I'm serving my moi-moi with some good old Ijebu gari and some very cold water, which is the usual way that would have this in Nigeria. Of course, you can use pap or custard, or you can just enjoy it as is. But whatever you do, ensure that you're eating this in moderation and enjoying life as well. I hope you will try making this moi-moi recipe. I know that there's so many moi-moi recipes out there. but this one has some extra protein to it by adding the minced meat and the raw eggs and the hard-boiled eggs as well. Let me know in the comment section if you'll be trying it. I'll see you again in another video. Until then, take care.